see most of the human race killed off because it is unworthy. It is unworthy of the gift of life.
I don't care what society thinks. They're nothing anyway. They're no better than me.
Until we hear the safe word, we will not stop.
Have you ever thought what it would be like to see a person's head amputated? Think of things so horrible that the human mind cannot imagine them. See all this and more when you see on stage, in person, that crazy mix-up.
I like being set apart from people. I like to be hated.
Safe Word with Jason Rouse.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Safe Word podcast. I brought my good friend Chris Tellez into the show today, and we are comparing our urine samples, and I clearly need to see a doctor.
Yeah.
Like, what have I been eating?
Yeah, no, mine was a perfect yellow. That's the classic. They call me classic piss.
Have you ever had a urination that actually the color change of it was so extreme that you thought that you might have some sort of permanent kidney damage from a wild night out here in Austin?
No, well, I've had like where you're just like, it's yellow, but it looks like it really wanted to be red. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, I guess I'm good.
We'll call that happy brown.
Yeah, happy brown. I call that sunset yellow.
Yeah.
But I know there was this. So in 2020, I found out I was diabetic, and before I knew it, I remember I was at work and I was pissing, and like foam was in there, or like froth,
like a Guinness.
And like I don't care so much about piss that I even thought about it. I was like, huh. And I went to go wash my hands, and this guy who worked with me came in right after and went to the urinal, and he went, "Whoa, who peed in here? That's a lot of foam." And I was like, I don't know.
Now, was he a physician or just some asshole at the job?
He was just some asshole at the job. Yeah. He's the one who made me realize, oh, maybe I should be concerned about that.
It says it's the only thing I can find to cover up the dump I took in there. You know what I mean? And then,
I wish I thought of that. I think I told him I had just drank too much root beer the night before.
That is, if anybody's ever had to share a public restroom with me, that a lot of people describe that as their version of Saw.
Oh yeah, that's scary shit. And you kind of do look like the guy from Saw.
I get it a lot. Any popular horror movie characters. I also get corpse.
Corpse?
Dead body.
This guy looks like a dead body. No, you look like you could be the son or the grandson from the guy from Saw. What's his name?
When I lived in Los Angeles, they had some fallen trees through some weather that they were having in LA, and they had taped it off. It wasn't police tape, but it was yellow tape, and it looked a lot like it. Uh-huh. And it was at the bottom of Runyon Canyon. So I don't know if you know what Runyon Canyon is, but it's a labyrinth of selfies and people in the most fashionable fitness equipment, weirdos. It's a public path that you can actually go up and see the city, and also the Hollywood sign, some like dope houses.
That sounds cool. I wish I had, like, if I was hot and in fit clothes and
but everyone's
active,
lying.
It sounds the spot.
But everybody's you're 90% of the people are lying.
Oh, okay.
So you can go up and go, I'm doing movies. I'm in a movie.
Actually, was it Saw?
Yeah. Yeah. It's a yes. I would take off my shirt and lay face down in the grass around the police tape. So people were coming down like to see the dead body.
That is something you would do easy.
Fun.
And like you told me earlier before we started, you were like, dude, I am a freak. I've done freaky stuff. And that sounds freaky deaky.
It's fun. It's fun. I think I've slowed down in alcohol. We were talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
That was like
okay,
fire.
so you were drunk doing these things. That makes sense.
But
for some reason, I assumed you sober and bored just to freak people out.
Yeah, completely. That's I can't really... I have to work myself into a frenzy just to go out in the daytime.
Yeah.
Because if I'm in public places, I have really no respect for other people's tranquility.
So when you're people watching out there, it just kind of pisses you off.
No, there's some people that do rub me the wrong way, but then I'm like, why does that person anger me? It's probably because something I potentially might hate about myself.
Yeah.
Like I see fat people sweating in Austin.
You just want to strangle them.
I want to strangle them. Like,
Yeah.
what did you think was going to happen?
Yeah.
You're 380 and you're 17 years old.
Yeah.
You need to be in the hospital.
I know. Like, once I lost a ton of weight back in 2020, side note, I've gained almost half back. But still, when I got to my lightest, I was like, what? I see people and I'm like, you have no idea how much you could flip your life over if you just do the work. It's worth it, you know? And
Darian.
yeah, he's doing great.
Dude,
Proud of that
he
dude.
said he lost like over 150 pounds or something.
Dude, I could see it. Like, I'm always seeing him. He's looking great. And I actually stopped him last night to tell him, dude, I'm proud of you. Because when I lost like 90 pounds and I got to my last,
it's unfortunate that he's taking better care of himself, but he's still a shithead.
Man, thankfully. But see, that's the thing. I was probably a bigger shithead when I lost my weight. And when I got down to my lowest and I was just happy as fuck, I didn't realize how happy I was going to be. It just, the depression just evaporated once I took care of my body. And I saw him last night and I feel like he's getting there. But if he's
also
not,
got a baby
I'll
on
update
the way.
you. Yeah, I was like, he probably must have lived to see that kid.
Yeah. That's why I never had kids. I've never wanted to be in a position that I thought I should live longer than I wanted to because of somebody else's feelings.
Yeah, I feel that. I never even thought about having kids, and I got older, and then I just partied probably too hard, and then you become old, and you're just like, oh yeah, I just forgot to get married and have kids.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I'm fine with it.
One of my greatest achievements over COVID was being wifeless and childless.
Yeah.
I had a great time.
Well, did you have a dog during COVID?
No, I didn't have anything.
You got to fuck something.
I was living in L.A. Tell me about how many dogs got peanut butter poisoning over COVID.
Oh yeah, no, I don't spoil her like that.
No,
she don't deserve no peanut butter. It's just dry
bacon, just taint.
It's just paint. We use paint.
You run on the spot for 20 minutes to get a salt built up.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's no shame in it.
I ain't got no peanut butter money.
Hey, dude, they, up until a short time ago, you could go to Denmark and have sex with a variety of animals.
I know. Who do you think you're talking to? Love Denmark. Denmark's great.
They shut it down, though. I don't know. I'm sure there's some functioning places, but, who's your dog going to tell anyway? You don't have to go to Denmark.
No.
No. You got.
This is what people will remember me by now.
It's a Mad Max looking dog.
Oh, yeah? Haven't seen the dogs on Mad Max, but I assume they're pretty fucked up.
No. There's a cool dog.
Oh, okay.
In the first Mad Max, the first movie was Mad Max with
Mel Gibson.
Yeah,
the Mel Gibson ones.
I ran into him after his little fiasco at the Equinox in L.A.
Yeah.
And the weird part is I was dating a black girl at the time, and he was fucking hitting on her right after the N-bomb incident.
The disrespect.
I was like, fuck.
He has your brain all twisted.
Movie star. You are a movie star. It is wild.
Did she go out with Mel Gibson after that?
No, I should have cut when that happened. I should have got out then. I
encourage her to go with Mel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Use that as a networking device.
I should have pawned her off. I ran from that woman on foot. Yeah. She slashed her face with her keys at my front door.
What the hell? All right, let's get into that. With her keys?
Yeah, she was.
When her face fell off, was it like she's a robot?
Have you not had an angry woman show up at your door?
Oh, I've had just angry women. Yeah, but not. Yeah, definitely. But no, I've had nobody cut their face open with a key. You got me beat there. More. Oh, I'll tell you the funny one. I never turned this into a joke, but it really did happen. I was this girl I was dating years ago when I moved here, and we got in a dumb argument. And it was like I remember just getting into our apartment, and she goes in first, and we've never fought to the point where we were ever violent, or even our fight I didn't think was that bad. We were just more annoying each other.
Yeah.
So I come in, and right when I shut the door, I turn around, and she just punches me in the balls, like really fucking hard.
Drunk?
No, I mean she probably had a little buzz, but not drunk enough for that. But she was crazy, you know. And I
How
don't
old
mean
was
to,
this woman?
She was probably like 24, 25. Yeah, that was probably like 28
There's
or 29.
a bunch of people just rolling their eyes, going, "What are you
dude.
new?"
But
everyone
see,
gets punched in the balls.
this
from
is how
23-year-old woman.
You know how you're crazy when I was on my knees in pain, and I was looking at her, and she was just standing above me, kind of laughing,
eyes watering,
laughing, and I was like so mad at her,
caveman.
But I kind of dug her. I kind of dug it.
No, you
I was
stayed.
Like, yeah, dude. We ended up hooking up. Like once my balls stopped hurting so bad, I was like, "How did she?" She's the one who was like apologizing to me, and then she manipulated into sleeping with me, and I was cool with it because I'm a dumb idiot guy.
Was she physical with the sex? Would she ever punch you in the mouth when you guys were fucking?
No, didn't do that.
Okay.
But it was
she was
pretty
the
normal.
aggressor.
Well, that's why the ball punch was so surprising because I felt like we were both crazy. We both party and all the sex I felt was fun. But then the sock to I feel like she always said the crazy shit that eventually led to this.
She telegraph it at all?
That's the only time she ever hit me. You know. I remember I had a buddy as I got older in my 30s. He was complaining about a car ride him and a girlfriend had where she just like got upset and gave him like a pat on the chest, like, dude, you know. And he was telling me like, I don't know. And I was like, dude, I had a girl punch me in the dick, and I never once thought like, you know, she hurt me. I should make a post about this. But he's probably normal, and I'm dumb for that. Like,
you know what it is?
What is it?
Your dick was ruining her fucking life.
Probably.
She thought you were a great guy, but the cock.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you guys were. Oh, she didn't?
I'm just joking. I was like, see, no, that's where I know you're wrong because countless times she told me how much she hate my dick.
Did she, when you were sleeping, did she draw penises on your penis?
I don't think she could find a marker that small. Oh. Just kidding. Or am I? I don't know.
Oh. Speaking of small cocks, the G.G. Allen biopic is being filmed.
That's if you correct me, that's the guy who used to eat his own shit on stage,
Whoa.
and now he's a punk legend, right?
Whoa. No. He never.
I'm more of a hoobastank guy, dude. Listen to dudes like that.
I was trying to think another shit band.
People love G.G. Allen. I've fought a lot of people who like G.G. Allen just to be a dick, you know, because I know how much people who love G.G. Allen, and I know who he is. I just never got into it, but I'm like, that's an easy one to piss fans off about because they know that guy eats his own dump.
Well, there's a great photo
you know it.
of Marilyn Manson, and then a picture of G.G. Allen. Marilyn Manson says, "I've done a lot of weird shit on stage," and then G.G. Allen says, "What are you saying?"
Yeah, well, that's not fair.
But that's the most.
There's been a lot of crazy people there, but he's just like the craziest.
Wasn't drawing swastikas on his face, or
he wasn't, or
no. He was. It was a nail bomb, man.
Yeah,
it was
a nail bomb man.
Nail bomb.
Nail bomb.
Yeah.
What is that? Is that one of his bands or albums?
No,
some shit?
There is a band called Nail Bomb.
Called it.
It's like a bomb, but they tie sharp pieces of metal. Glue it all
that's
together.
what I thought it was. I just couldn't believe it. He did that on stage,
dude. No. But he would knock chicks out.
G.G. Allen?
With shit all over his face, and he's the smallest dick in show business.
Why is he not retroactively getting canceled? Why is
he's dead?
I know, but still.
that was the beauty of pre-cell phones, the VHS tape years, where you would get a tape. You had to know some backdoor magazine thing, find it. Some of my favorite bands were on demo tapes that friends of mine had given me.
That's the best. You hear all the lo-fi shit, the real beauty in the music and so before it gets overproduced.
My buddy had Faith No More demo tapes.
Wow.
Before that single took off in whatever year it was. But yeah, in fact, September 16th, Mr. Bungle is going to be playing in Toronto at a club that apparently Drake owns. It's supposed to be dope.
Bungle?
Bungle.
Oh, okay. I haven't heard him. Welcome to the Bungle.
That sounds like one of their lyrics.
Who? Rainer Ramirez. You come from like an underground punk cool world, and I'm telling you, I'm mainstream music.
The punks hated me.
Okay. Whatever. Aren't you? Okay.
No.
You showed me, we were hanging out once, and you showed me a picture of your buddy who had his ass cheeks spread open and he was shitting.
Boomer. No, he wasn't shitting.
Oh, Boomer. You're talking booms.
Oh, dude, I got merchandise coming out.
I was going to say.
Merchandise.
You showed me merch that looked real artsy, and it's that photo of him shitting. Was that on a punk band's cover at all?
That was the thing.
Cover album or anything?
Let me tell you, everybody who knows me, anybody who's ever paid attention to me in the last decade knows who fucking Boomer Phillips is.
I know, you showed like 6 of us that photo.
Everybody.
I haven't been able to stop thinking about it.
It's my Gigi Allen test. And it will determine, I can find out you've responded every time with something funny. Almost every time. And you've seen it 57 times.
The other night I was telling my buddy who was out of town and some comics like Amy Shanker and I forgot who was around, like 2 people, how funny that photo was that you showed me. And I wish you were there to pop it out because they looked at me like they're never going to talk to me again. I was like, I can't explain how funny this photo is. And here I am, like 41. I grew up in the Jackass era.
Yeah.
Even those guys are mature now, I think.
Yeah, but they
ruined me.
I saw that probably 6 to 10 years previous to, because Tom Green was the architect for that.
He was. Oh, even if you go back a little further in Tom Green on MTV, there was a show called Buzzkill.
Okay.
Look it up on YouTube. These dudes were doing the like hidden camera pranks, and they were just skateboarder looking ass guys. Yeah. But Tom Green, you're right, took it to, he made it like mainstream. That
wild. There's
suburban white dudes out there pranking. Be careful. They're also harming themselves. Like I remember before Jackass, I hung out with some kids at school who had the CKY tapes. Yeah. Like when you were saying that, that's actually what it was.
VHS tapes.
Yeah, passing the skateboarders.
Scandalous. There's a box in almost every guy's house over 50 of VHS tapes that has something that might put them in jail.
Man. Not me. Oh, you said under 50. Oh, over 50. Okay.
Yeah.
God,
friends of mine. There used to be a tape.
When we're done here, could I just look through your shit?
Dude, I said I'm full.
Yeah, I'll give you
my inbox is I go through about 37 nightmares while I have my coffee in the morning. Okay? Of just cleaning out my inbox. I have to go through. There's some stuff I have to acknowledge. And other things that I can't even palate.
Yeah.
Like my
Those
brother.
Are called scars.
Oh, it's brutal.
Yeah.
I completely Clockwork Oranged myself.
Yeah.
It was like.
I've seen some of the photo albums in your phone. I believe this.
Fuck you.
Yeah. You have like hate images that like if somebody fucks with me, they're getting this. You have the images like hairy butthole. This just to get a good laugh.
The greased up vagina that looks like it ran over a squirrel with a pizza cutter in it. That
I believe it. You sent me one of somebody who had like a crucifix up their ass while they were peeing. And I wasn't that. Let me just tell the audience that was you saying like, "Hey, you want to do the podcast?" I was like, "Yeah." And we talked about what time. I was like, "Cool, thanks for having me on." It followed up by that image. And I was like, "What the fuck?"
That's a punk band out of Detroit called Shitfucker.
Oh my god!
And we're talking.
They're
like,
great.
Birds of feather flock together. I'm in Denmark. My friend has a very blacklist vinyl collection of just all band records and stuff.
Oh, okay.
And he was very excited to show me all these Scorpions cover, all these old bands and stuff that they, for whatever purposes, he goes, but this band, they're still playing. They're from Detroit, Shitfucker. And he goes,
just imagine him wearing gloves when he took the vinyl out.
Oh, it was
don't want that baby scuffed.
It was all a nightmare of a record, and that was the fold-out poster.
Yeah,
in the vinyl. And I had to say the packaging on point.
That's wild.
The whole thing was done. The color of the vinyl. I was like, this merch is not fucking cheap. And this guy's got a cross in his asshole with a corset.
Yeah.
Check out Shitfucker.
See, I was becoming you towards my best friend Ian because he's like a sweetheart, just American Pie guy, and I just like. Fucking when I showed him that, I was telling him I'm being on your pod, and I was like, "Look at this photo." And as much as you could tell, as much as he hated laughing at it, he was laughing at it, and he was looking at it like he can't pull his eyes away, but his head wants him to pull it away, right? And I pull it away, and this is where I'm just saying, like, "Oh no, I'm becoming Jason Rouse," because I knew he already saw it. He already got his fill. I showed it to him again.
It's like tasing somebody.
Yeah, showed it to him again, and he was like, "Yeah, I saw it." And I was like, "I know, but can you believe it?" He's like, "Chris, you've changed." And when I showed him the message, he was laughing at the message you sent me before. Like, all right, cool, thanks for having me on. Boom, there's the photo.
Part of these nightmare apple seeds that I leave through the society is that I know that at some point, post my existence, somebody's going to go through all my social media.
There you go.
It'll be an archival dig on all of us.
Yeah.
They'll go in, plug into the digital, and then start flipping Facebook titles back, and they get to see what you were doing.
I hope they just play it at your funeral on a big screen, just a mix.
There's literally
oh,
a million of those. Every person that still wants to be my friend or just are self-abusers have to look at Boomer's asshole and follow Boomer Phillips on Instagram.
Yeah, that guy launches a fat dump out of his ass, like, and it was caught in real time. That photo, you could see the poop in the air. And then when you showed me somebody making art out of that, that was just next level funny to me. God.
Well, back to what we were talking about is I'd sent that to my friend, and I go, because he does a T-shirt. He does this T-shirt company out of Gothenburg, Sweden.
Does that say coined?
Conjoined.
Conjoined. That was close.
And it's like horror stuff and explicit language on T-shirts. And I said, you know, you do some pretty edgy artwork on your shirts. Conjoined fetus is a hard sell at your Hot Topic, but I dig it. I go,
now I get it. That's what they are, conjoined fetuses.
Yeah. I sent him the photo saying, I'm wondering, would you do a collab? But I have some untraditional artwork that I'd like to do for the shirt. I sent him that photo. He sends a big LOL, like, because it's, whoa, wow.
He goes, is that Boomer? Just I could tell by the ass cheek grab.
I said, let's make it like a old DIY grindcore punk rock shirt. Can you do that? So he took that photo and then simplified it. So it's going to make stickers, stamps, those semi-permanent tattoos.
Yeah.
You put 2 gapers on your neck and you get in free to my show.
See, this is what makes you so interesting. You know, like you're like a guy. You seem like one of the villains in like the early '90s Gotham movies. Like you would be out there for Joker, just being a crazy dude, and then you're like this guy or in a Blade movie. You'd be in a club at the Blade movie, and then I meet you, and I'm like, dude, I love the way you are because you're just fearless with this stuff. But it's just hilarious to me, and I'm just like, okay, he's haunted my mind with images now. But
when the Joker burned
like
that money in front of the mobsters, I was like, fuck yeah.
Yeah. I was talking more of the Batman and Robin era, but
Adam West?
yeah, the old school ones. No,
Romero.
No, Batman and Robin, that's the one with Mr. Freeze and Arnold Schwarzenegger. Oh. I'm just joking about it.
Jim Carrey was in that.
Yeah. No, that was Batman Forever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Val Kilmer. But you those 90s ones were the ones I was thinking, because I used to think it's always dudes wearing all black, walking around, tatted up, and I see that with you. I was like, oh, he could have been a henchman.
I was almost in Secret of the Ooze.
Hell, okay, see?
Ninja Turtles.
All right, you were going to be a Foot Clan kind of guy?
Yeah, they wanted me as a henchman. I only had a couple lines.
So you'd have to be the leader of the Foot Clan, because those were teenagers, Troubles Youths, and the early ones.
This is like
but you were like, I was young back then.
Yeah. And I just gotten braces. I was actually 31, but they thought I was like 24 or something like that.
You were almost on Ninja Turtles?
Oh, they gave me the part, and I said, they said, the braces. And I said, I just got them on.
They only had CGI back then.
And I said, fuck. My dentist has been, like, my orthodontist did me a huge solid.
Yeah.
To this day, him and his family come to my show.
He also did you a huge disservice by...
But I was not. I was a Ninja Turtles fan to a certain degree. It wasn't my generation, but I thought it was like, this is fun comics.
Be a cool timestamp for you, you know.
That and Alice in Chains video I didn't do.
Ah, okay. Which one? The Rooster? Was it that one? That's the only song I know. And I'm 20% sure how it goes.
Well, what was in your iPod in high school? Top 5 albums on a desert island.
Okay, well, I'll tell you, when I was growing up and kind of discovering rock music, somebody left behind Appetite for Destruction. So I'm a huge Guns N' Roses fan. I love their. I was into Guns N' Roses at a time where they were just gone forever and there was no internet.
Yeah.
So I didn't know why they broke up or why they were fighting. I was just like, where are they? They're the greatest band of all time.
Yeah, they're missing.
Yeah, and then from there,
That's
I went
what it was
straight
like.
into,
Like they've been kidnapped out of show business. Like
couldn't
Slash would make appearances,
Yeah.
and then
Dude, before Axl was even doing comeback shows or Slash was doing much, there was like a good 5, 6, 7 years where there was nothing, and I'd hear nobody talk about them. I'm like, they're the band time forgot.
and as a comedian, you're like, because you work with people. We work together, but we're not sharing a workspace together like these musical acts do.
Mm-hmm.
And as a fan of a music artist, you're like, why can't you guys just fucking? You're rich.
Yeah,
you're fucking rich.
Make
You're
money.
doing it around the world.
Well, I still follow them, and it's funny because they're back now, the 3 guys, right?
How can you not find fun in success?
I think they got their shit together, and it's crazy that it took like decades because think of all the money they missed out on, right? But they're making ton now. I'd love to be in the band, but then,
It's a Guns N' Roses move.
Yeah,
they know.
I think even Axl was just like, "Fuck it, I'm losing out on millions." But it seems like they get along now.
Like, what is your where do
choose
you
to
go
believe
for
it.
your normalcy?
Yeah.
Like, how long does it like? Because you have to go through a hyperbaric chamber from being Guns N' Roses to like, who wants breakfast in the morning? Because I'm cooking. You got Axl Rose with cornrows, and rubber boots making French toast.
But see, when he did that, the cornrows, that was like 2002. That's how long they've been around because they started in the late 80s.
Yeah.
And then now it's 2023. And you got to remember, these dudes are human just like us. So I'm sure you've hated someone in your youth and you never want to talk to them. Give it enough time, grow as a human, and maybe you're just like, I hope I can make things better with this person before we die. And if there's millions to be made, hey, even better. But I hope to believe that, they're like that. I mean, at the end of the day, who gives a shit? They don't know who I am, and I'm cool, But still, they make great music, and that's the difference. Like, they just put out a new song, and I love it. And I'm like,
I got to be honest.
Great.
I'm still, it was that California Bay Area thrash metal scene that really made an impression. Those bands that came from that part of California look like kids I went to high school with. Or
was that late 80s, early 90s?
80, 86, 85.
Oh, yeah. Okay. There were a lot of, was that like Black Flag era?
For sure.
Stuff like that.
Yeah. A lot of my friends, because we were all skate kids, most of us were latchkey kids that ended up at the local public pool that we systematically have turned into a skate park.
Yeah.
They had a small bowl, and we pretty much hijacked it and kind of policed the area because it was just overrun with drug addicts. Kids would come into the wading pool during the day, and then we'd clean house at night and made it even worse at some points, the 80s.
Yeah. No, there was like a cool culture shift in the late 80s and early 90s as far as being a teenager. Of course, that's how like everything led to Nirvana and all that, but it looked cool. I was still a kid, but I was seeing it. Because when I was in the GNR, like that was already in the early 90s, and hair metal was already dead because Nirvana came out. And then I just noticed a shift in my friends, the people at my school. Like everybody wants to dress like a Gen Xer, basically. That was what we were saying.
Music became a
way more relatable.
Working class.
Yeah.
It was more of a working class thing. You related to like, oh, these guys...
Oh, I don't have to look like Slash to be in a band.
Yeah,
I could look,
top hat.
Look at the dudes from Hootie and the Blowfish, man.
Yeah.
They look like any dude you'd run into. Just khaki shorts, hockey jersey, like little baseball cap.
Hear music from a band that looks like it works at a gas station.
Yeah, these are schlubs like me. I mean, that's the beauty of when Nirvana came out. Like there was all these bands like Mudhoney and the Pixies and everything that was leading up to Nirvana.
I always wanted to hate the Pixies, but they just rock.
They rule, dude. That's one of my ultimate. When you said top 5, I was like, Pixies is up there for
Frank
sure.
Black.
Yeah, I love his solo stuff.
Frank Black, I think when he'd done his solo albums, he was signed to Sonic Onion, which was my hometown record label.
Man,
I tried to get them to sign me. They were not having it. You know how many times I got to walk in with my thing, and they're like, "Are you kidding? We're all going to get fucking fired. You need to get out of here now."
You walked in here. First of all, that's how you don't get signed.
Those 5 albums.
Yeah.
What were they?
Guns N' Roses. Oh, Guns N' Roses. Okay, so we'll go GNR. I'll say Weezer, early stuff. My Blue and Pinkerton are always hard to pick, so I'm gonna go with Blue just because that's their first one.
Have you heard Deftones cover Weezer
Say
songs?
It Ain't So?
Yeah,
Yeah. I remember during there was a gap of time of like 4 years where there was no Weezer, and we didn't know if they'd ever come back. And looking back,
Pinkerton's a good album.
It's a great album, but after Pinkerton, they didn't come out for like 4 years.
That was their Paul's Boutique.
Yeah, dude, it got shit on by Rolling Stone. Got like 1 star. Yeah. Years later, Napster I think it really took off because people were downloading and be like, "This is amazing! How did I miss it?"
It's rock and roll.
Yeah, and Rolling Stone went back and gave it a perfect score, and I'm like, "That's crazy," but that's a great one. The Descendants. Sure. I like all their albums, but there's this one in particular, their live album +1, which has
What year is this? That recording?
It was
80s?
probably in the late 80s, early 90s. But it's a double live album that has All on first half and Descendants on the second. I've never listened to the All side, but that whole Descendants live show is fucking amazing. Yeah. So that's a top one. There's a band called the Unicorns. Mm-hmm. They only had one album called Who Will Cut Our Hair When We're Gone. That's a top one. And a band called Ozma, called Rock and Roll Part 3. Those are my top 5 off the dome.
All rock and roll albums.
Yeah, dude. Okay. I love rock and roll. I mean, I love other genres of music, but I can't lie to myself. And now there's evidence when I look at my Spotify at the end of the year. Yeah. The music you listen to has been like 5 bands that I grew up with. I'm like, I think you reach an age, some people don't, but I certainly reach an age where I'm like, man, I really am filled up on bands. I don't really need new music. Yeah. Every now and then something slips through the cracks.
For sure. And you can find like-minded people where they're music fans, but they've also, their record collection is only so deep. There's like a 15-year gap. Mm-hmm. Where you can hop on the internet and find a message board and go, look, I can find the whole family tree of this genre. Yeah. It's all mapped out. The kids, you find one of your obscure favorite bands and somebody's put a playlist together of, they've done all the legwork. Yeah. They pan for gold and you're like, oh, these first 6 suck. Who are these guys? Yeah. They got 10 followers and they're from Slovenia and they fucking rock.
I think when you're young as well, like teens through your 20s, there's a certain time, I think it is mostly in your late teens to 20, when you are excited about finding new music on your own and putting in the work. Like I used to love going to used CD stores and listen to used CDs on their CDs and CD players with headphones, find a treasure and just be like, oh, no one told me about this yet. Yeah. That's how I found a band called Nerf Herder when I was a kid. And
I remember
it's like
Nerf
one
Herder.
of my favorite bands ever. I found them at a used CD store.
Is it kind of like Pennywise?
Nerf Herder?
Yeah. It's not
they're more comedic punk. Yeah. They're talking about jizzing and all the time, and I love them. Like I was listening to a song the other day, old one. I was talking to my buddy, and where he just talks about, like he just says, I saw you with your pretty friends laughing on the bus. I wasn't back with the retarded kids. And it is like a whole story. But, man, I'm like, God, that cracked me up so much when I was younger. Now I feel insecure about playing it in front of people. I'm like,
crank it up. You know who was the best at that?
Who?
The Bloodhound Gang.
Oh, yeah. They toured with them like all the time.
Yeah? Okay, that makes sense.
It's like funny how much dude shit was happening.
Scandalous songs.
Now you can't, the way things changed, these people didn't know things were going to change.
The strip.
Chasey Elaine.
Yeah, and the stripper, the country song they did about, it's better when she's crying. It's about a stripper.
I remember that one.
Yeah, it's wild.
That's why Bloodhound Gang's not touring. They can't play these fucking songs.
Sure.
They have the bad touch. They're good.
Sure. Look, if Taylor Swift is selling out, the Bloodhound Gang. Hey, the Beastie Boys open for Madonna.
Yeah, Bloodhound Gang are as popular as Taylor Swift.
No.
Taylor Swift,
collectively, if you had to put all the Bloodhound Gang albums against her first single, is there a rivalry there?
I mean, no. I mean, Taylor Swift is already at like this fucking level that no one else is in the world.
Somebody's smashing their face on a table right now. Bloodhound Gang and Taylor Swift are totally.
I've just dated enough people who have informed me of the power of Taylor Swift, and I'm like, oh shit! And you could see it. Like she's on that Beyonce level. All that stuff we all pretend to listen to, but we don't.
But it's just empty whiteness. Just empty whiteness.
Yeah. See, but That's the thing. Okay, so years ago, I was at a concert.
Are you going to defend Taylor Swift on camera right now in front of me?
Yeah.
We got skulls.
I'm looking for a
on the
girlfriend,
table,
pal.
man.
That was good. Well, look, that's true. We do got the skull.
Yeah,
but
we got double skulls.
I'm just saying.
And you're about to say, "Jay, I like it."
Look, I used to be in a band with Taylor Swift. I'm just saying, I think it's very hard to write a song and be a musician.
Yeah.
And as big as things get, like I said, look, even with Guns N' Roses, same respect to Taylor. She's still a human being. It's hard to write a song. And I respect anybody who can. And she writes, I think, most of her own shit, if not all of it.
I believe
that's
that.
incredible. So I respect
For
that.
sure.
You know?
For the craft.
Yeah, but I also think, like, I've met enough people that I respect that actually love her music. And I could tell it means something to her that I'm just like, well, it's not like bop music. 'Cause she's an adult. She's connecting with people. We're too old to listen to that shit.
I think, though, that...
And also, sometimes when she sings about her ex-boyfriends...
the appeal of it
I'm like,
over...
oof.
I think there's a girl out there that's about 370.
Mm-hmm.
Like, stroked out face and pisses into a bag in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
But she can sing. Like a Susan Boyle if she was in a house fire.
Yeah.
Like Freddie Boyle.
Yeah.
Mr. Boyle.
But you're saying since Taylor is attractive and marketable...
I think that she can't cut it live.
Okay. Have you seen her live?
I think the burn victim in the wheelchair, I'm salivating over this. You know, I'm getting excited.
I know, you were like, I thought of one.
I said piss bag, and a piece of corn relish shot out of the back of my mouth. There's somebody in the middle of nowhere that can rock a stage with a tambourine and a microphone.
Yeah, I'm sure they're on 6th Street. Nobody's giving a fuck. I'm sure they're at the bazaar because I've seen one-man bands. I walked around one-man bands and nobody gives a fuck. And I'm just like, not only is he killing it, but you know how long it took him to set that shit up?
Yeah. Oh, you can hear vaginas drying.
Yeah. Yeah,
it's not good.
Taylor Swift concerts are filled with thousands of people, and it's hard to get a ticket. So people that I know don't even say like, "I'll be at Taylor Swift," because it's like,
do you
see a one-man band
can sell 1,000 tickets?
I don't. I would love it, you know, but even in their prime, and man, like Jimmy Pop or whatever the singer's name.
Yeah.
Hope this never gets back to him. And who's this comedian shitting on us? We're the fucking Bloodhound Gang.
Yeah.
But I'm like, they probably were on like those summer sanatorium type tours where it was like all these bands like Limp Bizkit were popping at the time, and they'd probably sell it out like that.
Do you
with
think
other
they played
bands.
the Vans Warped Tour? I don't think so.
I bet they have. They seem like a Vansy Warped Tour.
But again, the Vans Warped Tour was pretty woke.
Yeah. Well,
I saw No Doubt in Vancouver.
It's like South by. You remember when you probably heard about South.
I didn't even go down.
That's right. But in the 90s, you always hear how great it was in the 90s.
Yeah.
And I remember when I was coming in the thousands or whatever they're called. They were kind of cool, but I was already there when I could see every year is becoming so corporate. But I got a lot of free Levi's and free shirts, so I can't get all pissed.
Yeah, you get to sell your soul for a merch bag. Isn't that nice?
Yeah, dude. One
Just
time,
give them some pants and a beer ticket,
dude.
We're gonna make $100 million this year doing this event.
It sucks for the people that don't get in because it becomes less accessible. But like, dude, I remember one year Warped Tour, Weezer was there. They hadn't played shows in years. This was their comeback. And I snuck into the concert, and I got kicked out before they got on. It sucked, but I heard Rammstein playing for a little bit.
How did you sneak into a concert?
I'm glad you asked. So I used to work for event festivals, and I'd show up, and I noticed they don't really. We're like nameless faces. They just give you an event staff shirt. You go just do what they tell you. What I started doing is I'd get into the point where they give me my shirt, and as soon as I got out of eyesight, I'd lose the shirt and wear my undershirt and just go to the pit, enjoy the concert.
Sure.
End of the show, pop the shirt
you
back
and
on.
9 other guys on that
Go
shift.
get my $50.
Yeah.
So that one, I was just stoked, and I made the mistake of bringing a couple friends, and I told them just
Dumb and Dumber.
white T-shirt, khakis, shoes. One of them shows up with
down.
binoculars. One of them shows up
Heat
with
score.
flip flops.
Yeah.
And they let us in, but they looked at us and they knew it, and they kicked our asses right out. I don't talk to those guys no more.
No, I don't blame you. There's a couple of people I had to cancel.
Yeah.
for the
Unlike
same
Axel and
reasons.
Slash, I will never talk to those fuckers. There's no money on the table.
There's just some people who
It's
just
sad
shit
times.
the bed.
Yeah, I had an appetite for destruction, as in I wanted to kill those guys.
Yeah, there's a couple of concerts that I regret missing.
Yeah.
But I did. But then,
Which ones?
I had a chance to see Pantera now.
Yeah.
But I also had a chance to see Pantera and Slayer play together in my hometown at one point, and I passed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sucks. You think of that?
I think of that.
They were just here like a week ago, and my buddy who does like pyro for bands on the road, he hit me up to see if I wanted to see Pantera. I was free as hell, and I said, "Fuck no."
Yeah, I said no too. I don't see it as a
It's not the real band anymore.
What are you going to do though? But
All
the
that's
Rolling
left is
Stones
the
can
asshole.
do it though.
Yeah.
They can replace their drummer every 20 years.
But see, Rolling Stones, I would love to see, you know, because that's the fucking Rolling. They're not going to be. We only have so much time. I mean, they don't even play right now, do they? But
Every time Willie Nelson plays in Austin, I kick myself for not going.
Same.
Have you not gone to see
I've not
Willie?
gone.
Are you kidding me?
No,
You're local.
Let's go. I
Tickets
should.
are like $700 or something like that.
But see, if you are in
Fucking
Austin,
Willie,
and
you're killing us.
I feel like if I text enough people, I could find someone that'll get
Oh,
me in.
dude, I'm comfortable with a couple hundred for a Willie Nelson ticket, but that is one show. Dolly Parton, she just dropped an album, but I think it's a rock album.
They did a
of
show
covers.
together. Or they come out together?
No, but
I'm sure
I
they
noticed
have.
she's doing tour dates too, and again, those two people. There's a huge vacuum going to be created when Dolly Parton and Willie Nelson die.
Yeah.
Like I think Snoop's only tapped out to Willie for smoking.
That's.
Yeah.
I feel like as we're getting older, we're losing a lot of our icons, right?
Sure.
And then so it does make me treasure the ones we do have. But the thought, like I'm not looking up Willie Nelson stuff like I should. He's great, but I'm just like I feel like the moment I really get into Willie Nelson, he'll already be dead, and I'm gonna be kicking myself. It's those things.
And then the worst part is then your stock goes through the roof once you're dead. So now they get to cut you up and sell you off.
Yeah.
And not to mention the spike in revenue that's created from people all of a sudden grabbing and going, you know what? I'm going to listen to Willie Nelson for the next 3 months.
Yeah.
Now, 100 million people do that.
God, I wish I would have seen.
It's $100 million. Yeah. Johnny
Yeah.
Cash was like that. He played in Toronto at Massey Hall, this beautiful theater in downtown Toronto, and I was like, "That's where you want to see Johnny Cash."
Look, man, I'll tell you. When I was a kid, I'm telling you, I was the biggest GNR fan, right? So when they were broken up all those years, I was so sad that I would never see them perform together. Specifically, Slash and Axl.
You want to see Buckethead?
I
play
would
a
have
fucking
loved to see
45-minute
Buckethead.
guy plays solos were 25 minutes long.
When people say never forget, the first thing I think of is Buckethead.
Yeah.
You know, and then the
Very
other thing.
talented.
He's so good. And even during that era, the Chinese democracy stuff, I was bummed, of course, Slash ain't there. But I was like,
Yeah.
if you're going to replace Slash,
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
just
yeah.
pick a dude.
Yeah.
Buckethead was perfect as a replacement. And he's so great.
Totally. And the kookiness of wearing a KFC bucket and a whited out face.
Dude, I saw
and
videos-
being a prodigy. Like,
Dude.
what is going on?
There was tons of videos of him doing solos and Slash doing solos during concerts, but there's also solos or videos of Buckethead. Instead of a solo, he come out with like glowing nunchucks and put on a nunchuck show.
No way.
I'm like, this
I
is the new
believe that.
GNR. Yeah.
I believe that. Can you imagine that at the board meeting? When they're having a GNR board meeting and he comes in costume because they want to see what are you going to wear? We want to see it.
We want to see how they wanted him to be weird. You know,
Yeah.
like Axel paid for a chicken
this
coop
is
to be
he's
made.
totally this guy ain't sticking around guy.
Let's just get the crazy shit out of it. 'Cause
Yeah.
they built him a chicken coop in the recordings in Axel's house or some shit like that.
What?
Because he has like chickens and stuff.
No.
He's a weirdo.
He's rich.
Yeah, Axel's like worth
Yeah.
hundreds of millions. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
it's no big deal.
Can you
But-
imagine?
So I like wanted to see these guys forever, and I never thought I did. In 2019, I got to see them.
Perfect timing, by the way.
Dude, perfect timing. And
Nothing's the same now.
I was asking around because it was ACL, and all I did was just text some friends, and somebody hooked me up with some wristbands.
This is the difference between somebody local and most of the shitheads that have moved here.
Yeah, yeah.
Is your 3 phone calls from getting anything you want.
Yeah, I didn't realize it because I don't even think about it. One day
Yeah.
I was just sitting there and I was like, how am I going to miss Guns N' Roses? And I just texted a few and they hooked me up. And that one of the best experiences. They were on time. Axel sounded great.
Okay.
They played everything. I was
Yeah.
like 3-hour show and we were in the front. And I was like, holy fuck.
That's the only like real strike I think against them is that their Guns N' Roses shit. Just the show started like 2.5 hours late.
That
on
was,
a major music festival. You know, it's like fuck, man.
I think that that they've grown up though. Apparently they've been on time ever since they got together because they had to have.
They don't have the gas to fuck around anymore.
Yeah, they enjoy money. I think they're businessmen now. You know, like you see these dudes fuck up their careers. Or they always. That's probably why the Pixies came back. Who knows? Like,
Oh, yeah,
we wanted that reunion forever. and they didn't get along. And now they're back -1. I'm
Is
sure
the
this is money.
Kim Deal from the Breeders?
Yeah,
Isn't she back in there too?
She
Because I liked
was.
her solo stuff with the Breeders. Was
Yeah,
great.
she left a few years ago, so they got a replacement.
Okay.
I forgot the replacement's name, but she's awesome.
Yeah.
If you were going to replace her, she's a perfect fit. But of course, you want Kim Deal. But I've seen that show.
Divine
them
Hammer?
twice. Who's Divine Hammer?
Breeders had a song.
Oh,
And
okay.
they go, "What is this song about?" She was singing about a fucking wicked cock that she had.
Oh, okay.
And the song's called Divine Hammer. We'd sing it in the car all the time because it just fucking had some crazy guitar.
You gotta remind me of that one.
The Breeders, yeah.
I loved
There's a video
some of
for
their
it.
songs, but I thought you were gonna say she imagined just smashing Frank Black's head with a hammer. I thought that's what it was gonna be about.
Are they fucking?
I don't think so. I've never heard of that, but no, I hope so. I don't know why I've never thought of that, but I hope so.
There was loads of female punk bands in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah,
A lot.
It feels like you know so many like punk bands and like underground shit. Like for some reason, I thought
But
you
it's
listened to.
sparse. It's something over here that I picked up during these years, and then there's stuff that I grew up with. It's a
I love it.
mishmash. When I get people that are married to music genre,
Mm-hmm.
that's why I was like happy and surprised when you said you like the rock and roll.
Mm.
But I listen to a kaleidoscope of stuff. Some days I'll listen to religious children's songs. So of kids albums of
What?
yeah. So it'll
Religious
be,
children's
It'll be
songs.
crushing Norwegian black metal, and then I'll put that into Christian's choir singing about the evils of Satan.
That's scarier than the black metal.
It's
Norwegian black metal.
I find the crossroads of that is where I start to kind of draw from. Those two, from Saturday morning kids cartoons to Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Damn. See, like I knew you listened to that black metal for sure. I could just feel that on you. And
Not
I've
until
never
I went
fucked
to
with it.
England. It was just something that was at the back of the metal
You've heard
magazines.
some wild shit, I'm sure. Because like when I hear dark shit, I'm like, this is the Used. They're very dark, and they're not.
Because they wear eyeliner.
They're the most emo white dudes ever, and you're just over here like this singer actually killed his family.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's
What's that band? Death, right? No, not that.
they're
Death.
from Florida.
No, Death is that punk band.
You're
who-
thinking of Gorgoroth.
Maybe there was like a what's the Norwegian
Gorgoroth.
Gorgoroth. Yeah, the singer did some crazy shit, right?
He comes to my shows.
Oh, okay, that is pretty crazy.
He goes. Came with his boyfriend to the show, and he said that there was many upset women during your performance.
Oh.
That was his critique.
You're like cool. That was
It's he was playing. Actually, I have the poster over. They were opening for Cradle of Filth, and I said, he says, "What did you think of the show?" And I said, "There was 3 miscarriages." And he goes, "Oh, that was good."
He goes, "That's about right."
But yeah, they're the genre has been, commercialized in the U.S., but in fact, Mayhem is playing here in Austin.
Mayhem might be the other
Yeah,
band.
the singer
That's what I
Blues
was
Head
thinking
with a
of.
shotgun.
See,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
what
yeah.
I was talking about.
Yeah,
I knew you listened to them.
I opened for them in Sweden.
Didn't know that. That's was that pretty great?
That was one of the probably top best things.
See,
that
if there's going to be a comedian who opens for those bands, you're the only one I could think of that crowd would love.
this is
obviously.
the lineup.
And me.
Marilyn Manson, Anthrax, In Flames, and then loads of death metal and black metal. French band Gojira.
Was shit fuck on it?
No, I wish Shitfuck was on.
That
I
sucks.
keep checking.
Count me out.
Their Instagram's got like 7 followers. I don't even know if they're running it.
That makes them even more precious.
I really
underground
want this band
indie.
from Detroit to blow up. They've only got there's video of them. They did do some performances.
See, what if they had
Know who you
accidentally
love?
made it in American, like the Taylor Swift levels? They're like, man, bummed we can't tell people we're shit fuck on radio shows.
I've got your new favorite band.
We're shirt fudge. what's my
your new favorite band
Uh-huh.
is Turbo Negro.
Oh, I know who they are. This is the second reference of them today. I think the universe is
Really?
telling me to give them a crack.
Speaking of Norwegian bands,
They're Norwegian as well.
And Aha is
I
from
just thought they were
Norway.
cool with Bam Margera for a while.
Yeah, I think because he'd gone over there and befriended a lot of those Scandinavian metal bands.
Is
because,
him a Norwegian band as well?
They're from Finland. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They're Finnish. And listen, Finland, Denmark, Sweden, Norway, Iceland, all very different.
Yeah, you've been to all those countries too, right?
I've been to 26 countries.
Yes, that's
I
incredible.
bombed
I've been to
on
27,
television.
but-
On
not
Russian television, I bombed so bad.
Did you just speak Russian or did you just
I didn't
American?
speak anything. I know a little bit of some Scandinavian languages.
Little
but
prop comedy. They don't get it.
I wish. I showed him my buddy's asshole, and they still boomed.
And that was on television? You put up the Boomer video and they got one laugh, one fucking asshole.
I'll
in the
have
crowd?
people yell out from the audience, "Boomer!" I've been trying to get him to do stand up.
You're like, I'm in the middle of a story still. Jeez.
He's what's he talking about?
You fucked up the most important part, dude. This has been a waste of time.
This is his punishment because he turned his back on stand up comedy and became a commercial actor.
He was just relying on that shit photo.
And he's but he has immunity to it, but I've pressed it so hard to his identity that's more of a recognizable picture than his driver's license.
I like to think he's you don't even realize he's trying to stay away from you now because he's like, dude, I am past that photo. Stop bringing it up at the family reunions.
No, he doesn't like it when he gets messaged by gay men. He says that really upsets him. So if you're gay, go on Instagram.
I'm impressed by your airtime.
Boomer Phillips, and say, hey, could you send me a picture of the gaper? I seen the misplaced
That's
mine.
what it's called, the gaper.
Ask for a picture of Boomer's asshole.
Oh my God! Speaking of
I'm
assholes,
51 years old. I don't have kids. I have problems.
let me ask you. I could tell. That's why we're both sitting here now. We're
In the
killing
middle of the
it.
day.
Yeah,
Wait till I hit record on this and we get going.
Worth it. Are you? Have you ever done poppers? Speaking of assholes,
Yeah, I've done poppers. In fact, I was doing poppers while I was fucking.
yeah,
And I didn't know there was liquid in the bottom.
yeah.
And I fucking got my head sideways, and the liquid came out my mouth. I remember grabbing a piece of laundry off, because in England they don't have heaters. Clothes dryers.
Okay.
It's mostly washer and dryer together. That's and it's the size of a fucking vacuum cleaner, and it's horrible. So everyone hangs their clothes on their hot water heaters in their apartment. This is like nice places.
Yeah.
I grab a pair of pants off there and blow out this fucking chemical spill. Now it's in my nasal cavity. Have you gotten any of it on you?
Got on my hand before. Man.
Does it burn? Because it fucked
No,
me
I was
right
drunk.
up.
Anytime that happened, I just forget and wipe it on my Jinkos and move on.
But yeah, poppers are fine.
Yeah, yeah.
I think every 5 years.
You know, every time I rarely do them, but like if I'm like, okay, I'm not drinking and I'm bring these poppers just if I get bored to give me a little you know. And then I was whipping them out in a green room at one of the comedy.
Oh, these kids here?
They look at me and all they could think about is butthole. No, they're just like, doesn't that make your butthole loose?
Well, this
I'm
same
like,
with
probably, but I'm doing it for the head high.
Yeah. Listen,
You're missing
you don't
out.
have to always use it for that.
Yeah.
There's no descriptive.
That's
You
the
know
thing.
what
The joke has become such an overwhelming thing
Yeah.
that people are scared that
They
it just
just write
opens their asshole and they
anal
just shit
on it.
out shit that they didn't even know was there. Not that that's ever happened.
When you Boomer coughs and a row of tennis balls fall out of his shorts. He's got a job at the batting cages.
Yeah. So I'm guessing he's eating baseballs.
They call him the cannon. So he eats a baseball, and in 6 hours they break a cricket bat over his back, and he passes it through his pomegranate asshole.
You're right. We got to get this guy on the stage.
So, well, speaking of the stage, I've
Is
been
this
living
going to
here.
be me, you, and the leftover members of Mayhem at the show?
Just some guy, and then you hold a shotgun and go, "Let's get this party started," and then you throw it at me, and I blow my brains out over the front row, and you go, "Hey, what? No one likes Gallagher?"
I'll be like, don't do it before my guest spot, dude. Come on now.
I got to stand up here in this shit.
Man, I do have to see what your shows are like on the road for real.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure, because I know you bring your guys and stuff and all that. But so you have like a particular audience. I'm sure. There's like we're gonna hear some shit
Depending on where I am.
Yeah.
Like you would assume certain places would have more of a draw than others, but it's best for me is 50-50 as I can find. Organic.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I love all the secret shows. Like when you close them out, you crush because it's an audience that's just there. They're in Austin, and I've seen you just completely kill it. Like whenever it's at the last comic, and you feel like the room's starting to
Show's
get tired.
over.
Boom, perfect guy to kill it.
I know.
Great.
My favorite thing is seeing 3, 4, 5 guys in a row quit in the middle of it.
Yeah.
And just drowned.
Yeah.
No. That's the thing, though. I'm not at your house. You're in my office.
Yeah.
And everyone gets raped.
Definitely dead.
Everyone gets raped at my office.
That's the name of your album.
Everyone gets raped at my office.
It's a double album.
Why is he staying in the junkyard?
It's so long. It's a long ass album. That'd be great.
Yeah. And it's just me holding a hollowed out melon with a wig on it, wearing a suit and some penny loafers.
I'll take the vinyl.
No, what is your album cover going to look like?
I had one
rollerblading
album. Nobody
with
knows
your
about
hands?
it. I couldn't ever think of it. I thought about making a smart album, calling it 2 in the Pink, 1 in the Think, where I'm just like pointing at my brain like that. Maybe have a book with me, but
smear some dog shit on your lip.
Look, the album did poor. I should have just done it.
You put out a comedy album?
Yeah. It's
Is it on Spotify?
Yeah, it's on Spotify.
Are you getting money from that?
It's
Did
kind
you
of
sign
funny.
up for it?
No, I got asked. I got offered.
Produced
yeah,
it?
and it's a good. They're great. I'm thankful for it.
Okay.
I've been in. I think it's great because I've been doing comedy over a decade, and it's.
You'd rather have someone handle that.
Yeah, I've never thought about putting out a stand-up album, and I knew I had the material for it, but it meant a lot that people would reach out, do all the hard work. All I had to do was put it out. Yeah, but I am just bad at promoting shit.
Totally.
And then
you know where your strengths are.
Yeah.
And you rather give somebody the 25%.
Yeah, I'm just like, if y'all send me a check, I'm good with it.
Yeah.
Because it's always going to be out now. That's the way I look at it. Like, hopefully if things go well later, people will be like, oh, I didn't know he had this album. But that could not happen. I'm just
that's your retirement plan.
Yeah.
That revenue is going to come in. Someone's going to inherit your...
That, and I got some old Mitt Romney shirts when he was running. I haven't even touched him, so...
I don't know who Mitt Romney... First
he
of all,
ran for president.
Sports
no,
or politics.
Oh, okay.
I really...
No, Mitt Romney ran against Barack Obama during his second term, but I'm not a Mitt Romney guy. I just have a Mitt Romney shirt in mint condition.
Do you vote?
Yeah. I'll tell you, though, I will say, I've always been... I'll always vote, but it doesn't mean I believe every politician I'm voting for. It's definitely voting in that lesser of two evils. Like, what other choice I got?
Yeah,
I don't want
that
person's
that
vote.
I might be perceived as a guy, fuck them all.
Yeah.
But the system is set up in a way that to measure someone's character and intent, you're so separated from that. And I can't trust those type of people that I don't know. Like, I would never...
It feels like the people that always, I've noticed every time, the people who actually give a fuck that run for shit, the politicians who seem that they would make things better for people like me, they never win and they never will win. It sucks. Yeah.
They get murdered.
They get murdered, or they're just like, you could see what the people want with certain politicians. Like,
see in
I'll
other
just
countries,
say, when you got a guy like
they're
Bernie Sanders running and thousands are showing up just to hear him talk, that's the people, and you see the people who win sometimes. It's like, oh, no one's showing up to that shit.
I thought it was the owner of Whole Foods.
Oh, what
I
about
thought
him? Bernie Sanders.
Bernie Sanders owned Whole Foods.
I've told people, when people ask about HEB, I always say it's the Bernie Sanders of grocery stores.
For sure.
Yeah, because they helped us out more than in the pandemic than.
Everybody loves HEB.
Yeah, man.
I love HEB. There's a new one building up the street here.
Dude, I used to work for a company that was owned by HEB.
Yeah.
And they took care of us. Like,
that's great.
Dude, when I was in the hospital for diabetic, I had health insurance. I was in there for like a week, and they had my own room. People would, like, nutritionists.
Wow.
They'd come and I didn't have to pay for shit.
People
I'm like,
cheer.
dude,
The audience is here.
HEB rules,
Okay.
Like,
I like that.
Yeah.
See, I'd vote on that.
Yeah, anybody who goes to HEB, I'll vote for them.
Yeah.
No,
What
but
do you
yeah,
think of
politics.
people that
I
go
kind
to
of
Trader Joe's. Who do they vote for?
I don't even go to Trader Joe's. I would. I just don't. I'm lazy.
Yeah.
I'm an H-E-B guy,
Yeah.
and that's it. Maybe Fiesta, just because that's just right by my apartment. But
Is that a grocery chain?
yeah, it's a Mexican grocery store. Fiesta. If you get lucky, some people will be selling tamales in the parking lot, kind of thing.
It's always
Those are
so
the good
crowded.
ones.
They're always so crowded.
The lines get long there.
There's
It
no,
sucks.
there's never been a fire safety in a Mexican grocery store.
No.
It all looks like a white.
People show up like they thought there was
Great
an
White
actual
concert.
fiesta. Yeah, exactly. A great white concert.
Yeah, it does look. There's always a verge of a fire starting.
Are you shopping at Trader Joe's now? What's your grocery store here in
No,
Austin?
it's HEB.
Okay, I was hoping there was some gothic vampire grocery store. I
Oh,
didn't know
dude,
about.
I'm still digging up graves. I hike about 2 hours outside the city and just start digging up families.
I believe that. Could I promote my album
That's
again?
how I
No.
want to start my next special. Is that being raised from the grave? I think.
Yeah. Raised from the Grave is another good one.
Yeah.
Is that what you're going to call it?
No, I'm gonna call it
I'm
Daddy's finger. No, actually, my special's coming out October 1st.
October 1st?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Where's it going to be on?
I'm not sure yet, but it looks
Okay.
like
You go
what
on
I'm
my
planning to
YouTube.
do. I'm making a little announcement here. I'm going to release 31 minutes over 31 days of
Okay.
a special over Halloween.
So it's going to be like recorded at different shows?
No, it's been recorded. I shot
Oh,
it in
okay.
Denmark,
Oh, okay.
and I've been
yeah.
hiding it.
Man. I'm going to do mine just at Velveeta Room, but I'm put live from Denmark as well.
No,
one's
but
going to
the
know.
Velveeta Room, from what I can see, is quite nice.
I love it. Yeah, I love it. Have you headlined there yet?
I've never been inside, but I've gone on YouTube and saw the.
I'm gonna make that happen.
Little room.
I am.
Are you hooked up at Velveeta?
Oh, yeah, dude.
No
and,
way.
And you would love the guy booking it right now. He would love your shit.
I haven't even put my head in, but I've always looked at a room because I remember, 15 years ago,
Uh-huh.
when Stanhope had strayed from doing stand-up clubs and did more of the all rock venues and stuff.
Uh-huh.
That would always come up on there, and it was like a cabaret room.
It's a
It was like a
legendary
children's
spot.
puppet show.
It has I think Bill Hicks and them used to
No
hit
way.
that club
Oh,
back
no
in the day
shit.
before
Okay.
my time out here for sure, obviously. But
So it's got
they
a
still have
history in
pictures of them
comedy?
hanging. Yeah, it's just like, it is a history and there's a charm to it that it's one of those clubs. It's like feels like a hole in the wall, and if you could kill here, that's special.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying people have the worst sets ever, but it's connected to Esther's Follies, and
It's
so
like
the
belly
music's
room.
so loud.
The belly room at the store has that. If you can rock that room, which
Yeah.
I struggle in every time.
Yeah, but that's the beauty of comedy.
Yeah.
Like there's rooms like that exist. You
Yeah.
know, like in Valve's that room, and the comedians love it. Especially it has like a workers comic feel to it. To me, in my
Okay.
opinion, like that's where you go to the open mics that might have a scattered kind of a crowd there, but man, they can be good to you, and
Cool.
It feels like work, and then when it fills up, which the weekend shows do fill up, it's so much fun. You just have to
Was it
void
hold
out the
70
music.
people?
Yeah, 70 feels right. Yeah,
Yeah, I think
yeah.
I looked online to see what places that were doing comedy outside of the clubs. So now,
all these clubs are open now, and
Yeah.
like Valve, I hope it gets absorbed into that networking circle that with all the other clubs, it's kind of apart from it, except if you're a local comic coming out. But hopefully it will be, because it is a great club. Yeah.
yeah, no, and let's get into that. Like, you're Texan.
Yeah.
Not only
Swahili.
that, but you're Austinite.
I'm from Dallas originally.
Okay.
But I've been out here since like 2011.
It's
I
Dallas,
think.
3 hours from here.
Yeah, 3
Yeah.
hours. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I moved
So-
out here. I did 1 year in Dallas, 2010, and then I moved out here in 2011. And boy,
What
has
would it look
changed.
like then?
When I moved here,
You're the only one that actually should be used as a point of reference of what was here previous, because
Yeah.
all your coworkers are gone.
yes. But man, the new people, and I'm friends with a lot of them now, but they don't give a shit.
Yeah.
They're just like, we're here now, and we created this, and this is our thing.
Sure.
And I get it, it's fine. And they did create a lot. That's great. But I think they think it was a desert before they got here.
Yeah.
And I was
Well,
like, it
this is
wasn't.
you also you got to keep in mind these are people that are barely 25.
Yes.
And been doing comedy for 2 years.
Yeah, and it's an exciting thing for them.
Comes and goes.
It's exciting, but I think
The suicides in the new year are going to be because now anyway we're not going to go down
new
that
classes
road.
come
Yeah.
in. Things keep changing.
Yeah.
It's like seasons with comedy, and Yeah, you know, you live and learn. You remember how your career started and how you just wanted to do a mic and just get on even just the shittiest of shows just to get your name on a poster. That's how I felt.
Yeah.
Once a club recognizes you, all that stuff, and now
may as well be like
it feels like fast
lights.
forwarded now. Like
Yeah.
I just started and I need to be at the biggest club doing the biggest gigs, and I have 10 minutes. You know, just like God damn. You know how it is. In a couple years, they'll be like, "I was."
Stage. Oh, it's going to be a blood. I can't wait for the mental unravelings. There's going to be at least 6 suicides in the next 8 months.
See, and that's how I get my spot. That's how I get my stage time.
I know, that's it.
I like to fill the void.
That's it. It's like
That guy kill himself yet? Cool. Could I do a spot?
Totally. It's like, yeah.
But it's.
you gotta wait
I
for
mean,
someone to die.
you came from L.A., which is like. I mean, you've lived everywhere, but you've spent a lot of time, obviously, in L.A., which is New York and L.A. has always been the 2 comedy cities.
Yeah.
Since before
In North America.
time, you know. But so for you, what's it like coming to Austin, watching a city that got like even bigger, and you know, obviously, Mothership is like a fucking iconic comedy club already, and like you're out here. So what's it like leaving a place like L.A.? Because I don't know what it's like to live out there.
For me personally, a relief.
Yeah, breath of fresh air.
It's more Canadian to me. Texas is than LA or New York would ever be. I love the city.
No,
I really like it here. This is going to be my home for quite a while. I think
beautiful.
I'm really like you say. I've been all over. This is the top 10 cities I've ever been to in the world.
Oh yeah. See, I love positive things said about Austin.
So
Some
that's
people come here and they talk shit, and I'm just like, dude, what? Like, I get if somebody
they do that
gets
wherever
here,
they go, so they can get the locals aggro.
We stop making fun of me.
This is the thing in Canada. There's healthcare, so someone in my hometown they will fucking stomp you out in front of a donut shop.
And
because
drive
there's
you to
no
the hospital.
guns. yeah, and then they'll say sorry.
Yeah.
Drag you down the street to St. Joseph's.
Yeah. Well, you said Texas is like your Canada, but with guns.
Yeah. That's why I like it here is because it's like it can escalate, but nothing means nothing until someone gets shot, and you can count on that.
Yeah, and now they mean nothing because they're dead.
No, look, I've stood in blood on 6th Street. Look, I'm not.
I've stood in horse shit on 6th Street.
Oh, there was a young lady that rubbed horse shit on her face.
She's trying to steal my shine.
Can you explain just a quick explanation of what 6th Street is?
6th Street is a collection of fucking sleazy, crazy, creative, fun, the worst night of your life. It could go any way that you want it to go, you know? But it is a lot of bars. It is a lot of partying. It's a lot of bachelorette parties. It's a lot of frat guys. It's a lot of sorority girls. You go on the other side of 35, that's the bars that the bands hang out. That's, you know, you just got to pick your spots. And
it's like gangs in New York.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah,
isn't it? Very distinct lanes.
If you go to the side of 6th where there's like Hotel Vegas and all, that's where I like to go.
Everyone dresses different.
And whenever you walk to the other side of 35, it just gets like crazier and crazier the further you go. And that's what's so funny about these comedy clubs like Sunset Strip, Mothership, Roscoe's. All these bars are downtown now. We used to only have like one bar. Velveeta was the only place.
Yeah.
And then there was like maybe a billiard bar that there's a mic, but that doesn't go. It was just like Velve. And that's the only reason for me as a comedian to go down there. Yeah. Now I'm like, okay, I'm thrown into the frat-tastic fucking, I get punched in the face by one of these crazy white guys.
Yeah, you're risking your life.
And I will. And I'm just like, I'll walk to all these clubs. And it is cool. It is cool to if you have multiple gigs in a night and all that. But 6th Street's crazy. But once you live here long enough, you'll find your gems that are not on 6th Street, that are closer to your neighborhood. And it's awesome like that. 6th
Street is the shit stain of Austin.
Yeah, it is.
And it's cool if you're into shit stains, which it's fucking, look at, first of all, those bars are fucking packed.
Yes.
They block off the street for 2 blocks, 3 blocks, and it goes Mardi Gras Thursday, Friday, Saturday. The cops sit at either end on horseback and wait. They must be laughing.
See, that's how, when I moved out here in 2011, I grew up out here. There were those early years, and throughout the years, I just go party, drink with my friends, have a good time. But
almost got me drinking again after 7 years. Yeah. Because 6th Street was so inviting. I was I think I got another running it.
That's why it's dangerous now. I have to put my because I might just have a gig at Sunset or something. The next thing you know, I'm partying crazy at the Coyote Ugly.
Yeah.
Didn't see that happening.
Yeah, and you wouldn't go in there any other time, but now you're there.
And like I even feel old as fuck being down there. That's why I go to the bars I like where comics are gonna be or people because like. I was at a bar with a buddy who was out of town this weekend, and I would never be at this bar, but we were just walking around, and I was like, oh, the freshman college class is definitely here right now because I feel old as shit. We got to go.
And they're 30 deep.
Yeah. What does that mean?
So now you got 30 drunk kids that are horny and aggro.
Yeah.
And then the locals just shoot them.
Yeah.
You know, it's like seal clubbing. If you get somebody that's shooting their mouth off and wild on 6th Street, someone's going to spank you.
Oh, dude, it's so true. Like after 2, the dudes who did not get laid are out looking for a fight.
Yeah.
That totally is real. I think.
And
Louis
the homeless
CK
people
had a
here
joke
will
about that
keep
one.
you in check.
Yeah.
If you're pissing around.
I almost ran over one today, and he stared me down like it was my fault. And he was like illegally. He was jaywalking. He just looked at me like waiting for me to just say something so he could come to my car.
Spit in your window.
Yeah. I should have ran his ass over, dude.
That's the name of your album. I should have ran his ass over.
He also bombs real hard. Just keeps putting out stinkers with Helium Records. Why is he doing this to Helium?
Well, we got to record some stuff in the summer, like
some Jackass stuff.
Yeah, we should do.
My name's Chris Tellez, and this is the Pearl River Plunge, and my name comes up and fades out.
No, we just push like a grocery cart full of like
dudes, our friends,
passed out and zip tied.
We call it Jackass New Generation, and we're like old as fuck.
I don't know if you've seen I don't know, what was it? The first 2 movies were fine.
Yeah, man. I mean, I liked up to 3D. Like that one was good. But I remember I don't know if you saw those in theaters when they barely dropped, but that was the way to do it.
Yeah.
I love nothing more than a packed theater. Great comedy comes out and the whole place is laughing the whole time.
Yeah.
I got Jackass is one of those movies that pop up like
Dumb and Dumber.
Dumb and Dumber, Home Alone,
Yeah.
Ace Ventura,
Yeah.
and Nutty Professor's up there. I remember that one crushed in theaters.
Fairly Brothers movies.
Yes,
I think all of them. I don't think they have a lemon in there.
Was that
Something about Mary?
Yeah, Me, Myself, and Irene.
Yeah.
Dude, I recently saw. I know this is out of
when
nowhere.
his son, he's got like 3 black kids.
Yeah,
and the jargon on. Oh, dude,
they're huge.
So
they're
funny.
so overweight.
Sure, those are not your sons.
Yeah, dude. I don't even. Do those guys make movies anymore? Fairly Brothers. They were fucking on fire in the '90s. We sound old. As shit.
School.
They did Old School. No, that wasn't him.
Yeah,
that wasn't them. It was that other guy who did. He did the Joker movie recently. What's that guy's name?
Todd Phillips.
He did Old School.
No,
he cameoed in. You know, he cameos in all his movies and says like a dirty line when they knock on the door. He opens it. He goes, "Yeah, I'm here for the gangbang." That's Todd Phillips. Yeah, he cameos in all his movies. In Road Rules.
Did he direct it?
I think so. Yeah, it was not a Fairly Brothers movie. I want the people to be like, "Yeah, Chris is right," but they can't.
I was with the cinematographer for the Fairly Brothers for Old School, which I assumed it was a Fairly Brothers movie.
No, he's a liar if he told you that.
No, but I might have misunderstood him because he'd done all the Fairly Brothers movies except 2. Oh, Scanners he didn't do.
Okay, I hope that you are right though. I know I'm right, but I really hope this comes back.
But there was a because that was the first time I went to L.A. is when they were shooting.
I always thought it was Chris Farley and his other brother directing these movies. The Farley brothers. Yeah, they did that movie. No, I know who the Fairley brothers are. I'll tell you, I recently watched No Country for Old Men. All these years later,
I've never seen it.
Dude, you're gonna love it.
Really?
I saw it when it came out in theaters, and I was just like, just too dumb to really have patience. I liked it, but then I was like, ugh. But now I watched it like last week. I've seen it twice. Like recently, I'm like, this is like one of the best movies ever. Check that one out. Fairly Brothers.
Horror movie called Sadness.
I would probably like it.
It's fucking insane.
I already like the title.
It's insane.
Yeah. Insanely sad.
It's probably, as far as horror films go, it's probably in my top 10 right now.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, it's bumped out some hard. It's fucking wild.
You're gonna have to. I'll try to remember. You're gonna have to message me this.
I brought a date, and she yelled at me after the movie premiere because it was so fucked up. Why did you think I would enjoy that?
Yeah, does she not know who she's dating?
They never do.
Have you ever just popped on the Notebook for a date? You and
I finger my ass and then I write a heart on their diary.
Hey, love stinks. That's what
Diarrhea.
Diarrhea.
You got shows coming
You're like,
up?
we were together for 7 months. Let's see. Well, I always just say, no. No, I was kidding. Yeah, I tell people, just go to my Instagram. Hi, Chris Tellez. If you click the link in the bio, it has all my shows. I do a show called Shit's Golden, which is the first Monday of every month.
Spider House
Ballroom. Yeah,
Great
yeah.
room.
Yeah, you come
Very
back
nice.
anytime.
Yeah, I will be back.
Yeah,
'Cause,
just message me. You can always drop in.
It's nice. It's a peach of a venue.
Yeah, and it's like funny because it's like you have all the basically Joe Rogan, Kill Tony audience. They're in downtown, right? That's great. But over here, it's like a lot of college kids that go to UT.
Yeah,
they just come in here because they could just walk to it, and it's like a fun audience.
It looks like
especially for you. They're like, who is this awful band?
Well, they were all academic rejects.
Yeah,
but they know I'm a reject, so there was some relatable. But we were different animals.
Yeah. You were in a zoo for sure because they were looking. They loved you, but they were just like you're used to that.